Welcome to IHMN550, or Consumers and Producers of Research. I'm your instructor, Eugene Tomlinson, and for those of you that don't know, and I guess to explain why the kangaroo on the front page, I'm coming to you from, well, what's usually sunny Melbourne. It's middle of winter here, so it's a little bit chilly out, probably on about 10 degrees or 12 degrees right now, and I'm sitting in the backyard of the place that I'm staying in right now. Quick background on me, for those of you that don't know. I got a Bachelor of Commerce in Business Management from the University of Manitoba, and then University of Calgary, an MBA in Tourism and Hospitality Management. I've previously worked for Parks Canada, doing social science research, and the Canadian Tourism Commission. And in case you're wondering why I'm here in Melbourne, I'm doing my PhD in tourism at La Trobe University. Now, a little bit about the course. If you're watching this video, you've already been onto the website. So I'm just going to point out a few of the things that you're going to need to know over the next few weeks. One, I'm going to try to have a video for every week to just introduce you to the chapter. I'm also hoping to do some podcasts, so basically just discuss some of the issues that we're going to go through in that week's course. Some of the other things to take note of are every week you'll see a reading discussion. After the first week, that reading discussion will be led by each one of you in turn, so we'll have to sign up a list or create a list for each of you to take, and that person who's in charge for that week, with assistance from me, you'll be in charge of keeping the discussion going, making sure that people are staying on track, posing questions to make sure that things are moving ahead and so that everyone understands what's going on. And finally, at the end of that week, you will be responsible for just doing a very brief paragraph or two summary of some of the points that were brought up in the discussion. Some other things of note every week, you'll see that he does notes regarding the discussion or some of the readings that you've done in your textbook. Those notes are strictly there to help guide you as you're reading through the textbook. They're not to replace your own, although you can use them and just supplement them. As well, you'll also notice occasionally I'll have news and things like that. Some of that news will be different stories that I might have seen in the news that I think are relevant for you guys. Other times it's key information that you need to know for that week or for the course in general. So keep an eye out for things like that. There are readings every week, and I want all of you to have read the stuff before we get into those weekly discussions. I also want to make it clear that if you guys have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to send me a note. Because of the time difference, I don't know if it's feasible for us to talk in person, although we can always sort something out. But for those of you in Vancouver or in British Columbia, for example, you are kind of a day behind or 7 hours ahead, depending upon how you want to take a look at it. So that's why a little bit of an issue with time and communicating directly. But I am always on the email, so if you've got any questions at all, just send it through. And most of all, I hope you guys enjoy the course. Alright, take care, and I'll see you at the start of the course.